Let's take some time to explore the activity library. Once you are logged into your SeeSaw teacher account, make sure you're on the activity tab and you'll click Browse Activity Library. This will bring you right to the community library. This is a place where other teachers have shared activities that they have created for their own classes, and you can filter these activities by grade level and by subject if you wish. You can then go ahead and you can take a look at any activity that pops up. If you're interested in seeing one closer, you would click on it to open it. And then what you can also do is take a look at the directions here. You can add it to your library by clicking on the heart. That way, when you go back to my library, you will see it there. If you're happy with these directions and what your students are being asked to do, you can assign it from this button here. You can choose the students you'd like it to go to. Maybe you don't want it to go to all of your students because you're differentiating, so it would just go to some. You can click on the folder and you can either create a new folder or you can organize it right into the folder you'd like it to go in. Check that off and assign it. So the three dots here will let you create collections. However, for the free account, you can have up to 2 collections in your library, and that's essentially organizing it into folders. So if I click Add to Collection, I can have in the free version up to 2. So you'll want to name them carefully. So I would choose which one I want it to go to. If I tried to add an additional folder, it would prompt me to try free for 60 days. The 3 dots will also let me remove it from my library. I can share this activity with my colleagues by getting the activity link and then sending it in an email. Or if I wish to share it on social media, I can use these buttons as well. Another thing you can do right from the community library is you can copy and edit the activity. And it brings up your activity, so you can edit the name if you wish. You can also change the directions. So see here, now we don't have any visual icons. Instead, we have the code for the visual icons. And let's take a look. Select Add. If I go back, here are my visual icons. I do have a list of code for each of your icons. So for example, if I wanted to put a step 4 here and say use microphone to explain or answer, what will happen is it will add that direction in there for me along with that icon. If I don't think my students will be able to read this themselves, then I can add voice instructions for them. And when I click here, I would start recording my directions and read it step by step for them. I can also provide them with an example right here or some other multimedia to look at, perhaps a video about digraphs. I'm explaining what digraphs are. So that would prompt me to record a video. Or I can put a link to a video in. Perhaps I have created a video that's saved elsewhere in my drive or up on YouTube, and they can watch that video before they start. And by clicking on the template, I can edit the template as I wish. Perhaps I want to take out one of these digraphs with the pictures that go along with it. I would go ahead and I would do that. You'll see for this one, however, I just added a text box. But you'll see for this one, however, like when I double click, it added the text box because this was put in as an image. So it's something you could create an image and put it in as a background. I would need to delete this whole thing. So you'll find as you go to edit templates, there are some that might not be able to be edited the way you'd like it to, which is where creating activities from scratch might come in handy. I could click on these pictures. I could delete some if I want. I don't want to lock them because then my students will not be able to move them around. I can delete them if I want as well. I could add another page. However, on the free version, I'm allowed 1 page per activity, so keep that in mind. When I'm happy with my edits, I check it off. I save. And now my activity has been edited. So when I go back to my library, here you see I have 2. here's the one that I found in the community, and here's the one that has my name that I've gone ahead and I've made changes to. And when I click, I can see my changes. And just to draw your attention to that icon, I had put that code. So take some time to explore the community activity library, and then practice adding things to your library, creating a collection perhaps, assigning it to your students, and just finding things that might work for you. And later on, we will go over how to create activities from scratch.